everyone, welcome back to a new video. Happy Christmas! My tree is in the background for the first time. I hope everyone had a really great day yesterday. This video is going to be my annual 2015 top 5 albums of the year. So with that, let's get started because I know that there's been a lot of really great albums and music released this year and I'm really excited to show them to you, so let's get started. The number 5 album on my list is Years and Years Communion. I almost forgot the name of it then, but that's number 5 on my list. Basically, Years and Years have been massive in 2015. They've literally just been huge. They had a really successful year. They've been to all the festivals and their sound is just like pretty amazing. And if you've heard some of their singles like King and Desire, they're just so catchy and it's sort of like pop electronic synthy music. And yeah, this album, I've just been listening to it ever since it came out, and it's just such a colourful album, and you know, you should really go listen to it if you haven't already. So number 5 is Years and Years. Album number 4 on my list is one of my favourite artists. I think her album came out early this year in March. I've seen her twice, and it is Marina and the Diamonds' Fruit. I've got this on vinyl, and if you look carefully you can see that it's signed. I got it signed at the album launch at HMV Oxford Street in March, and she is just an amazing artist and I think she's extremely underrated. A lot of great songs on this album. The main single, Fruit, which is just really upbeat, electronic, synthy, pop song, as well as other tracks like Blue and Forget. Savages, one of my, practically my favourite song off that album. It's just so good. Her voice is amazing, it's just so recognisable, and you know, she's just such an amazing, ever-changing artist. So Marina and the Diamonds' Fruit is at my number 4. Okay, so number 3 on my list, so we're climbing up slowly, and it is Grimes' Art Angels. Now, I absolutely adore this artwork. It's so amazing, and it's a lot different from her last album, and it's very electronic and it's very poppy, and she's not really a pop artist as such, but this album is just so artistic and so creative, and she does everything herself. She produces, does all the instrumentation, as I said, she's just so creative. I absolutely love her, and I'm going to go see her in London next March, so that's nice. I'm going to be looking out for next year. So this is Grimes' Art Angels at my number 3. Okay, so it was a really hard choice for me to pick what my number 2 and number 1 albums were, so because both albums are just absolutely amazing. So my second choice is one of my absolute favourite artists of all time, and a lot of people will know this about me. This has just been such a great album this year. I think it's been so popular, loved by everybody. It's been on the radio loads, and it is Florence and the Machine, How Big, How Blue, How Beautiful. Now this album came out I think in May or June, I'm not sure, I forgot, but this is the deluxe album, and it's just such a beautifully written album, and like the track list is just amazing. There's so many songs on here that I just really like, I just keep on repeat. She's just such an amazing, creative, wonderful artist, and it's always amazing going to see her live because her voice is just magical to listen to. I absolutely love her. One of my favourite tracks on here is called Third Eye, and it's just like her vocals just take you away to another place. Definitely should be in this top 5. Such a deserving artist, and yeah, that's Florence the Machine, How Big, How Blue, How Beautiful at number 2. Okay, it's time to reveal what my number 1 album of the year is, and it was really hard to choose, but I have to say, after listening to their first album in 2013 and thinking it was amazing, and listening to this one in 2015 and thinking that had gone well above and beyond their first album, and loving every single song on the album, it had to be dun, 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 Churches Every Open Eye is my #1 album of 2015. So congratulations, Churches, you did it. Every single song on this album I absolutely adore. There is not one song that I dislike on this album. It's so amazing, it's so upbeat. I mean, Lauren Mayberry's vocals on this just literally take me away, and it's so beautiful. It's so upbeat and so electronic, and I think it's really has beaten the first album. And I absolutely love it. I mean, I listen to it most days, and there's nothing bad I can say about it. It's just amazing. I love this album. I love everything about it. I went to go see them live in November and I absolutely loved it. And I can't wait to go and see them again, which I probably will. So Churches Every Open Eye has made it to my #1 album of 2015 spot. So well done, Churches, woohoo! Okay, so that was my top 5 list of 2015 albums. I hope you enjoyed it. I've just got to do some honourable mentions now, because I think that there's a lot of other albums and music out there that got released this year that need to get mentioned. So one band that I really enjoyed this year was Purity Ring's new album, Another Eternity. They're another sort of electronic synthy band that don't really get as much recognition as commercial artists, but I think that their album is just amazing. It's just sort of electronic synth amazingness. Vocals are amazing as well, and I just absolutely love this band. They're just amazing. They're so ethereal, and that is why I love them. So that's Purity Ring's album, Another Eternity. So the next album that deserves another mention quickly is Zed's album, True Colours. I did enjoy a couple of songs off that album, but most of the track list is kind of forgettable. I mean, he's a great DJ and a really great artist, but I think compared to his last album, Clarity, it didn't really do as well. So I mean, as I said, it's a great album, but didn't quite get into the top 5 on this occasion. So that said, True Colours. And also Madian, Adventure. That is an absolutely stellar album, full of electronic, heavy bass and beats, and it's really upbeat, and he's just amazing, like what he can do and what he can achieve. It's just like amazingness in the ears. So I think Madian's album, Adventure, that got released this year, should also deserve a mention, and you should all go and check these artists out. So yeah. So that's my video. I really hoped you enjoyed my top 5 albums of the year. I nominate you to go and do one. I know that a few of my YouTube friends are going to be doing one, so keep an eye out for them. That's Nathan, Nick12604 and Sean Gallen. Keep an eye out for their videos. And I hope everyone has had an amazing Christmas, and I will see you all in 2016 for more amazing YouTube videos. So see you later, guys. Bye!